What you did to get you off, Take another hair, like, oh my god. Take another shirt, I did that once. Or twice, no, I know it's wrong. But I think I like her, she's so fun. Wait, I think I hate her. I'm not that evolved, I'm sorry, she's missing it. Sad, sad boy. Not my business, but I had to warn you. Imagine if I could actually sing. Guys, I want a boyfriend. And I know what you're thinking, Beth, this is new information. I know. It's not like I have a viral video saying such. But I do. Okay. I do want a boyfriend. And next week, I'm going to look back on this and be like, no, I don't. No, I don't. Because it changes by the day. Okay? And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I want a boyfriend today. I was doing my makeup. I was getting ready to record this. And I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, oh my god. I am probably, no, not even probably, definitely the hottest person alive. And I think when you have someone that's as, sexy as me, you really need to be in a relationship. Just so you can have someone to kind of balance that, you know? Because I am so sexy. I am so hot. The only reason I'm not on Vogue is because they're honestly, they're scared. They know that if I were to be on the cover of Vogue, people would only want to see me. And that would probably mess up the revenue. And I want to mention this. I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm just rambling on for fun. Anyway, so hey you guys! Welcome back to The Buzz with Beth. I am your host, Bethany Haven. And, I usually say something after that. I guess I'll continue with what I was saying. But no, I want a boyfriend because I was like, I am really cute. I'm really cute. I'm really cute. I'm a catch. Who wouldn't want me? Right? Who wouldn't want me? Yet, I've never been in a relationship, but I will say this. I have been asked out 4 times. But also each one was a dare or joke. So that there is that. That is crazy. You know what I've actually been seeing on TikTok recently? There's this trend going around where everyone's like, oh my god, you're so funny. And then they say why they're so funny. It's like some kind of traumatic experience. Like, I got cheated on or, whatever. And I keep thinking, like, I'm not going to post this because I feel like it just wouldn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel like that funny of an idea. But I keep thinking every time I see it, it's like, why am I so funny? Because I have been asked out as a joke 4 times. 4 times. 4. That's the thing that happens one time, and it's traumatizing for the rest of your life. But it's happened to me 4 times. I'm holding up 2 fingers when I say it. It's happened to me 4 times, guys. Like, that is so crazy. And I'll tell you, it happened twice in middle school and twice in high school. And the times it happened in high school were so horrible, I really think they changed my brain chemistry. But it's okay because, you know what, in the end, I am really funny and really hot. So, at the end of the day, it's okay. So how are we doing today, guys? I've been doing, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I woke up at about 4 p.m. today. I went to bed at like an hour that I don't even remember. It was so late because I was recording this episode. I recorded a full episode last night, but here's what happened. I started talking about, well, I'll be honest, all the stuff I'm going to talk about today was yesterday's topics, but I was talking about wanting a boyfriend. And it was supposed to be a joke, like how it was in this episode. But then I kind of got in my head a little bit, and I started getting really deep and vulnerable, and I was like, ooh, I don't think I want to do that. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. And it was like 30 minutes of being like, I'm just like, I don't know why no one loves me. When it wasn't supposed to be that at all. It was more so supposed to be like, tongue-in-cheek, love. It was supposed to be funny. And it just, I just got really sad instead, so. That's story of my life, I take her home. What is that song about? I need to give that one a listen. Story of my life, I take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm in time. It's frozen. There's like, in the song they're describing really good things, and like, that's the story of my life. But the phrase, that's the story of my life, is supposed to be something negative. Am I thinking too much about it, or am I missing a key puzzle piece? Both are possible. What was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah, yesterday was my sister's birthday, and we went to Red Lobster to celebrate the day before. By the time we were seated, I was like, I thought I had deflated onto the ground. I was so hungry. Like, I thought I had sunk into the core of the earth. I was so hungry. So they brought our Cheddar Bay biscuits. So, of course, they brought our Cheddar Bay biscuits. And we got our food or whatever, it was fine. But as we're eating, I swear to God, there's this woman and her family, and it's her birthday too, God bless her. She's sitting, like, across the way or whatever, I don't even know, like, over there. And poor girl starts, like, throwing up a lot, to the point, like, they called the ambulance, and she was taken out on a gurney. It was horrible. What an awful way to spend your birthday. It was her birthday, but it was also Brooke's birthday, so 2 birds with 1 stone. And it was so bad, because, like, vomit has a stench to it, guys. It really does. Vomit has a smell, and, ooh, it really went across the room. It was like a deviled egg fart. You know, those always spread. And that was kind of this vomit scent. It was everywhere. And so I don't handle bad smells well. I will, like, start gagging if something smells bad. And so I was gagging, and it was bad, and we had to leave. We had to leave. So it was really unfortunate. But then the next day, my sister and dad, they went off and they did something for my sister's birthday. And my mom and I, we went to we were going to go to Peddler's Mall. But, so we were going to go to this Peddler's Mall in a different city, and so we got in the car, we went over there to the city, and we ended up not going to Peddler's Mall at all. We just started driving around town and, like, looking at, because it's not like we live there, so we're, like, seeing, like, their downtown area, and it was so cute, and we just, like, drove around for a little bit. It was so fun. Like, I don't know, and speaking of the boyfriend thing, let me tell you guys about my ideal date. I think I've described this before, but I'm going to do it again for any new listeners. I have, like, the most ideal date in my head. Okay. So, I have, like, a piece of hair on me. Okay. Here's my ideal date. Do I have to say it again? Here's my ideal date. Okay. So, he comes to my house. He picks me up. Of course, he walks to the door because he's a gentleman. People out there, if you're going to pick someone up for a date, you get out of your car and you go to the door. You don't honk, okay? Unless they give you, like, special instructions and specifically tell you not to. You know, I don't know everyone's situation. Maybe they don't want you coming up to the door. Maybe they have a vicious dog. I wouldn't want to come up to the door if someone had a vicious dog. Did y'all know I'm allergic to dogs? Yeah, I don't know if I've ever spoke about that. I'm allergic to dogs. And apparently people in my family, my extended family, love them. And so every time I go over there, I'm like, I can't breathe, and I'm sneezing my head off, and I'm coughing, and if I go to my family member's house, I literally have to take, like, a full Benadryl and then go over there, and Benadryl knocks me the F out, you guys. Like, it will send me to sleep, like, within 30 minutes. And so I'm, like, it's bad. I'm, like, really allergic to dogs. Not to the point where I'm gonna die. I'll just really want to. But yeah. But that's not the point. Anyway, he comes to my house. He comes up to the door. He picks me up, and we go on our date. This is what happens next. Now, one of two things could happen. We could go out to eat at a nice restaurant. Or, I'm not going to say nice restaurant. It could be literally anywhere. I like food regardless. We could go to a restaurant and we could eat in. Or we could go through a drive-thru somewhere. I'm okay with either. Maybe it really depends on the situation. But we go get food. Now, if we go get food and we eat in, then of course you eat it inside. But if we go through a drive-through, you go through the drive-through, you get the food, and then you get back in the car. Or, well, you're already in the car, whatever. You're in the car, and so this is what I want. This is what I want. It would have to be with someone I kind of knew well, because I wouldn't want to do it with someone like a first date, someone I don't know, because that could be unsafe. But we just start driving around town, and then we eat our food in the car, and we just talk and listen to music. And we look at people's houses. You know, I love to do that. I love to see other people's houses. Like, my favorite thing to do, I kid you not, is, like, get in the car with, like, my mom, and we just drive around, and we look at people's houses. Because I live, actually, most towns that I've been to, like, where I live, is, like, very historic in the downtown area, so they have, like, a lot of very, I don't want to say Victorian, maybe Victorian would be the right word, kind of. The Snapchat devil horns filter hate was very necessary. Oh, what are they talking about? I just got a comment. What's happening? Snapchat. Oh, sorry. Someone commented on Spotify on episode 3. They said the Snapchat devil horns filter hate was very necessary. Oh, I think they're referring to that guy who was bullying me on Snapchat. But he had a picture with, like, him and the devil horns, and it was really fugly. Anyway, I'm sorry. Sorry, I just want to bring that up. Yeah, that happened. That was crazy. That story in itself was crazy. Remember he met that guy? If you guys don't know, let me go ahead and tell you, since this was brought up. Let me tell you, when I first started the podcast, I had a Snapchat account, and I would post clips to Snapchat, because I didn't really use Snapchat, and I'll be honest, I didn't really have a great understanding of how it worked, because I never really used it before, because I thought, and I still do think Snapchat and the whole, like, concept of it is quite stupid to me. And I just don't get it. And I don't have a good grasp on it. And I never connected with the app. But I was trying to promote and market. So I posted the clips on Snapchat. And this random guy. Oh, well, I guess this is also. I should probably mention this too. I would just, because I didn't have a great understanding of how the app really worked. And I wanted as many people to see as possible. I would just add random people. Like, I'd go through suggest to be like, add. I didn't know these people, and it didn't really matter because I didn't have to talk to them. But this person I added, sorry I added them, God forbid, they saw my clip, and they're like, you are so unfunny. You are this, you're that, and, like, making fun of me, being like, you're a fatty, and, like, all this horrible stuff. They're saying awful, awful stuff, and say I was corny, and then at the end they go, I can't believe you make money off of stuff like this. Meanwhile, it was on episode 3, and I was like, or I don't even know if it was episode 3, maybe in episode 2. I don't even know. But they're like, I can't believe you make money off of stuff like this. And I was like, you think I make money? You think I make money off of this? Girl! I was also kind of complimenting. I was like, you think it's good enough to actually profit off of? So what he was really doing was complimenting me. So at least on some level, no matter how much you hate it, you do think it's good enough to be profitable. So talk to the hand. Anyway, so my ideal date. So we're driving around and we're looking at all the beautiful houses, okay? And we're like, oh my God, that's so pretty. Because I love to look at houses, especially like really old ones. And because that's like in a house I want to live in one day. I just think that would be so fun. What was I talking about before this? Oh, yes. So yesterday, my mom and I, we just went driving around. And we got my sister a birthday gift. And we just, driving. It was great. I just like peeled off my nail that hurt. So yeah, that was so fun. I really enjoyed that. I just love to drive around and see, just take in the world around me. Grab life by the horns. What was I going to say? Well, I guess next topic then. Wait, hold on. Wait. 19 minutes? It's been 19 minutes? Dang. Okay. Oh, I just watched the movie Queer, by the way, and this is really interesting. I literally rented it. Yeah, $20. I rented the movie. That's how bad I want to see it. I have never, with my own money, rented a film. Ever. Because I'm cheap. Because I am cheap. I've never done that, but I that just shows how much I wanted to watch this movie. I was very intrigued. I don't know how to say his name, so I'm not even going to try. Because it would be embarrassing to mess up. But the director was the director who directed Call Me By Your Name and Challengers. So I know you guys know those films. So I was like, I really like those films. Well, I watched Call Me By Your Name. I didn't watch Challengers. I sped through it to get to some parts I saw on edits because I just wanted to see what the hype was about, but whatever. I still need to watch it and I really want to, but I really liked Call Me By Your Name, just like I just like the aesthetic and where it was filmed and stuff. So I really wanted to watch Queer, and I did, and I was really feeling it because I was like, going into it, I guess I was like being really egotistical because I was like, I saw all these people being like, I don't know, I just didn't really understand it. And so I was like, I'm going to understand it because I am just so above it all. I know everything. I'm so smart. So I'll hit you with this. I didn't quite understand the film. But with that being said, I still really enjoyed it. The movie was kind of separated into chapters. And so there was like 3 chapters, I think. And then the epilogue. Or it may have been 2. Ow. It may have been 2 chapters in epilogue, but I'm pretty sure it was 3. I understood chapter 1. I understood chapter 2. You lost me slightly on chapter 3. And I was completely gone on the epilogue. I hurt my nails so bad. But no, the epilogue, it did lose me a little bit. But I still really enjoyed it. I'm a firm believer that you don't have to completely understand something to have a good time. I had a great time. I thought it was a great film. I thought, like, the cinematography was absolutely beautiful. And you can say what you want about the movie. Maybe you didn't enjoy it. But to say it didn't have beautiful cinematography and a beautiful setting, you would be lying, girl. So don't sit there and lie. It was a beautiful film. Like, visually, it was so pretty. I really liked that. And I thought it's based on a book. I haven't read the book because I don't read. I really want to, though. I need a good book to read. But whatever. I didn't read the book. But it was, I thought the film was, like, it was great and hot. So, yeah. So that brings us to our celebrity crush of the week, which is Drew Starkey. Because, look, he is so talented, and he's a looker. He's easy on the eyes. I'll be honest, he is. And I think I know someone who looks like him a little bit. Anyway, whatever. What was I going to say? Okay, no. Drew Starkey, very, 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 very talented, and he moved me in the film. I just thought he did a great job. Like, for the character that he portrayed, I think he, like, completely ate it up. I think everyone played their character wonderfully in the film. Like, the casting director, I don't know who it was, but they absolutely nailed it. I thought it was great. But he did so good in that film, and he just, I don't know. Drew Starkey makes my heart go pitter-patter. I'll be honest. He does. He does. He does. And I'm not going to say your apologies for it. I need a drinky. Oh, you know what? I was going to talk about this a little bit later, but I'm excited now, so I'm going to. Look at the studio. Just 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 look. Just look. Just look. Look around. Do you guys see anything different? I have like a hair on me. I can't find it, but it's like really itchy. Okay, look around. Do you see anything different? I have to yell because I can see that it's not picking up my sound. Okay, I'll tell you. We have a new piece of artwork. If you look to, I don't know if it's your right or my right or whatever, but right here, I'll point. We have a new piece of artwork. It's so beautiful. I don't know if you guys remember this or if you were even paying attention, because I personally didn't think anyone was paying attention when I said this, but in like one of the last episodes of season 1, I think it was the last episode actually, I talked about the things that I wanted for Christmas, and one of them was new artwork for the studio. And one thing I said was that there was this print by the same artist who did Fish City, and it was of penguins, and they were all stacked on top of each other. I love this painting. And I didn't think anyone was listening when I said that, but we had a honeybee who was. We had a honeybee who was paying attention. And guys, this sweet honeybee got it for me. And I was like, oh, I can't find the hair. I was like, oh my God. The honeybee sent it to me. Our little honeybee. She sent it to me. And now we have a new piece of artwork. Isn't it so beautiful? I just want to say, like, I thanked her, but I'm going to thank her again publicly. Thank you so much for spending the money on it, because I know it was expensive because I looked it up trying to buy it for myself. I know it was expensive, so thank you. And thank you for listening, and thank you for thinking of me. I'm very grateful. I feel like I don't do a really great job of telling you guys how much I love you, because I don't take anything seriously ever. And I'm also afraid if I confront it, then maybe it'll all go away. But I really do appreciate all of you so much, and especially our little honeybee who got me the new artwork, who is the same honeybee who got me all of the gifts. You remember this? Fish City. I don't remember what episode it was I opened it, but we got this, Fish City, and we have like a few things scattered in the studio. But thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. I literally love it so much. The moment I opened it, I was like, Daddy, help me put it up in the studio. Help me put it up in the studio. And he did. And I love it. I love it so much. Thank you. Okay, editing Beth here. I'm still like in complete awe of the new artwork, because it's like, one, I don't even know. This is to the honeybee specifically. I don't even know how you found it. Like, I know I spoke about it, but like, I didn't think you'd be able to find it off of what I said. Like, you had to like look up, you had to like know the artist. Did I ever say the artist? I mean, I guess you look up Fish City. I don't know how you did that. But I don't need to know, because I love it so much. Thank you. I just had to say it again. I love it so much. Thank you. Okay. I have something on my lip, and I was trying to be powerful through it, but I can't. It's like my hair is like doing all this weird stuff. It's like my hair's falling out, which is scary. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have alopecia. That's not a joke. I actually do. I did something so bad, you guys. I did something. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. This is my apology video. Let me break my silence. No, I posted a video, and oh my god, when I say that, it actually sounds like I did something like horrible. No, it wasn't anything controversial. I posted a video with my sister, and we were like dancing to that song La La La, Sam Smith. I'm covering my ears like a kid. When your words mean nothing, I go la la la. You guys want to know a story? A story within the story. When I was younger, I've always had this need to make people laugh and entertain. I'm an entertainer at the end of the day, because I've always craved attention. I'm an attention whore. So when I was a kid, to make my family laugh, I'd be like, let's go, girls. And then I'd be like, they would talk. I'd be like, so what are you doing today? Well, you know me. I'm going to just go to the grocery store, and I'm going to buy some apples. And what are you doing today? I guess I'm just gonna go shopping with her. She needs someone to go with her. That's what I would do to make my family laugh. And you know what? They did eat it up for my memory. But, yeah, I've always loved attention. Anyway, basically, I posted this video with my sister. We were dancing to that song. It was like a trend. And we did it because we like to film TikToks together every once in a while. And I went to post it on my Instagram because, you know me, at the end of the day, I'm going to cross-post. So I was uploading it to Instagram, and I was trying to tag my sister, and I am a proper idiot. So what I did was, when I went to tag her, I just clicked the first name that popped up, and it wasn't my sister. And did I look before I posted it? No, I didn't. I didn't look. So I posted it, and I tagged somebody who wasn't my sister. It was someone I knew. It was someone who was very attractive. So there go my chances. But I was like, oh my god, no! It was already uploaded by the time I noticed. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you tag somebody, it will DM them that you tagged them. Because Zuckerberg wants me dead, is basically it. So he found out immediately, and I messaged him. I was like, hey, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is all stupid. I'm so sorry. I was trying to tag my sister, but I accidentally clicked your name. I'm so sorry. I was embarrassed. I was hashtag embarrassed, and so I was hashtag apologizing. And he was like, it's fine. I thought the video was funny, and I love your podcast. So now, here's two things. Either he was just being nice and saying he loved my podcast, or he was being genuine. So if he was just being nice, then he's not going to see this. Or if he was being genuine, then he is going to see this. And I just want to say that I'm embarrassed by what I've done. And I'm sorry. But if it makes you feel better, You're really cute. Anyway, it makes me look like you're really cute. Sorry. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I did that, and it was embarrassing. Also, guys, something horrible happened to me. It all started. So I don't know if you guys know this. All my stories are like, I don't know if you guys know this, but what was I gonna say? How do I start? Oh, I was supposed to record this episode like way long ago, and I didn't, and here's why. I was like trying to get ahead of it for once. I was like, no, I'm gonna like really manage my time well. It comes out in 24 hours now, but whatever. I was like, I'm gonna manage my time just like super well, and I'm gonna record early. And I was like, I woke up and my eye was swollen shut. Like the night before, I was like, my eye kind of hurts, man. Like I don't know what to do. And then I like got like a warm washcloth and I like put it on my eye. And then I woke up and my eye was swollen shut. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. Funny how I can't see now. And it's the worst part is it was this eye that was swollen shut. But my vision in this eye is so bad. So this eye swollen shut and I can't see out of this eye. So I was like, everything was blurry. It was horrible. And then I had to do like a warm compress on my eye, like literally the entire day. Like I put a warm washcloth on it, and then the moment it got cold, I had to get up again and then just like keep going back and forth. And because I had this warm washcloth on my eye, I couldn't even wear my glasses because I was scared that because the washcloth was quite hot. I didn't want it to warp my lenses. So I just like stayed not seeing anything. It was horrible, which to be fair is kind of how I go all the time. But this eye has better vision than this eye. Neither of them are perfect. But I can usually see everything around me. It's a little blurry, but it's okay. But this eye is so screwed, guys. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I need a new prescription. What's so awful, though, is like this whole thing. I don't even really like wearing my glasses all the time. Just because I don't even think. I've never worn my glasses in an episode. I should do that. I look really cute in them. But I don't like to wear them because my face gets a little hot and they fog up and whatever. But what I like is contacts. I would like to have contacts, but here's the kicker with that. Ouch. I don't know why they did this. I think it's because I have an astigmatism, and so what I think, and this could be false, I don't really know the whole thing. I think I had to have a special prescription of contact lenses because of that. And I couldn't get dailies. And if you don't know what dailies are, basically a lot of people wear daily contacts, so you can just like, you have a set for every day. And they didn't have that for my eyes. And so they were like, we're going to give you monthlies. And I was like, monthlies? And if you don't know what a monthly is, it's that you have like a set of contacts, one set for the month. And then you get a new pair. Guys, those are not for the week. They're really not. They are so bad. They are genuinely so bad. You wear them one time, and then they are shot every other day of the month. They're like shot. You can clean them. You can put them in the solution all you want, girl. But they are going to feel like sand in your eyes. It's going to be like the Sandman went in your eyeballs. And then your like eyes are red. You can't see. And then they were also, this is another thing. I guess I have really small eyeballs. The contact lenses were too big for my eye. And so the ends, on the very ends of them, they would peel up. And then I had no peripheral vision. Yeah. So my journey with contact lenses, it hasn't been easy. I remember when I was actually in the optometrist's office? Is that for eyes? What's an optometrist? Okay, I was right. I was in the optometrist's office, and I was like, they were trying to teach me how to put contacts in my eyes. By the way, I'm just going to say it. The actual person who was supposed to teach me how to do it literally abandoned us, and my mom had to teach me how to do it. And so by the time I left, my eyes were so red. And my eyes are also green, so it made the green really pop. You know, I have green eyes. I've always loved that about myself. I think I have a lot of insecurities, but one thing, I have always loved my little eyes. They're just so pretty. My mom also has green eyes, and she's like the only other person I know that has green eyes in my family, and I just feel so pretty. I love my eye color. I really do. And you know, green eyes are rare. And I'm so rare. Wait, what? You're always, I'm always, huh? What's the song? How's it go? I don't know. And it's not my job to know. Anyway. Ouch. Ouch. I had 2 pains. Ouch. 3 pains. Tree Paine. A beautiful, talented publicist. Anyway. She's the publicist, right? Who is Tree Paine? I didn't ask about that. Who is Tree Paine? Tree Paine. Her real name's Trina. Tree Paine is an American public relations executive. You know what's crazy? I could be someone's publicist, I guess. Because I'm majoring in public relations. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be PR trained. Get ready. I'm going to be PR trained, guys. Which I think is such a beautiful thing for being in a field like this. I'll know what to say. You know, if people ask me weird questions, I can be like, talk to the hand, but in like a nice, acceptable way. So that's fun. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I woke up and my eye was like swollen shut. And then I was like, well, there goes that. I can't record now. I thought, should I just wear like sunglasses? But I didn't want to do that. And I just needed to rest. And it took it all out of me. I was just, anytime something bad happens to me, like I could literally stub my toe and then like the day is shot. Like I can't do anything. So I just laid down and my dad was like, are you okay? Are you going to come to the gym with us? And I was like, Daddy. I can't go to the gym. Don't you see I'm in this state? Washcloth over my eye, making everyone do things for me. I'm like, I can't. My eyeball. So yeah, and then it gets worse. The moment my eye heals, I have a severe allergic reaction. I don't want to say severe because that's like I needed like to be in the hospital. I had a pretty bad for myself allergic reaction to some Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, and this was horrible because I had gone out my sister and I, well, my whole family, we went and saw a comedy show, and I wore some Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in shade Wedding Bells, and I wore that, and then I got home, and I was like, oh my god, I literally look so good right now, which was true. I looked really good that night, but I took my makeup off, and I noticed that, like, my lips were severely chapped, like, around them, and, like, red, especially like one spot. Like it was like one spot on my lip, and I was like, what is happening? My lips just must be really chapped. So I went to bed, put chapstick on, whatever. I like didn't even sleep that night. That was the night I watched Queer. And I didn't sleep that night, and I went downstairs. My mom was down there because she didn't really get much sleep either. And I was like, dude, my lips are so screwed. Like they're so severely chapped. And I showed my mom, and she's like, that's not chapped lips. You have a zit on your lips. And I was like, a zit on my lips. God, making matters worse. It was horrid. And so I was like, crap. And she's like, go put some acne medicine on it. So you know me, I waddle up to my room and I go put some acne medicine on it. And here's the thing about that. Acne medicine, the one I use, it will dry that sucker out. Like the area where you apply it, it will dry it out to where it's flaking, sister. It will flake. So imagine my lips flaking, right? What a beautiful image. It was horrid. And then when we went to Red Lobster, I was like my lips were still like severely suffering. And then, and mind you, I was wearing the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. Tilbury. I don't know. I can't say names. You know me. So after Red Lobster, we went to Ulta, and I went straight to the Charlotte Tilbury section because I like the makeup and I love lipstick. You guys know me. I love lipstick. And so I'm swatching all of the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick on my hand. I'm swatching it. And then about 2 minutes into that, my hand is one on fire and itchy. Very, very itchy. I feel like I'm dying. It was bad. And so I take it off, and my hand had like this huge ring of just red, and it was like a huge rash on my hand. Like a huge rash. And I was like, oh, I'm allergic to Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. And then I connected the dots, and I was like, oh, the reason my lips are in such bad shape is because I'm actively having an allergic reaction to it every minute that I'm wearing it. So I cannot wear the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick no more. And in the new photo of this, of the Buzz with Beth, the lipstick I'm putting on is that lipstick. I don't know why. I guess it was bothering me before, because I guess this whole month I've been kind of having the dry lips, but it wasn't as bad. But I guess once you keep doing something that's bad for you, it just gets worse. So I met my match, and yeah, it killed my mouth, and so I'm healing now, and I have to go to bed putting like Aquaphor or Vaseline all over my freaking mouth, just like a big glob. It's bad, and I don't like to sleep like that, because I wake up and then my lips feel weird. They have like a film over them, and I'm like, I can't take it. I can't take it. Well, that's actually all I had up there written to talk about, but I still feel like I have more to say. I guess I'll continue on something that's just going on. I'll pick up where we started. I'll pick up where we left off. I'll pick up where we started, actually. So the boyfriend thing. And here's why. Here's why I want a boyfriend. I want someone to love me. I want someone to love me. I want someone to love me. And I know my parents love me. I know my sister loves me. I know you guys love me. I know I'm kind of like the greatest thing to ever, walk on planet Earth. I know that people love me, but I mean, like, I need someone to romantically love. Oh my God, I hit the apple. I need someone to romantically want a piece of this, I need someone to romantically be in love with me. I guess that's a great way to put it. I don't need someone to love me. Well, I do need people to love me, but I want someone to be in love with me, right? Because, and I'll tell you this, I'm, like, super cute, And am I the most attractive woman on the face of the earth? No, I know I'm not, but I will say this, I'm super smart, and I'm super funny. You know what, you can literally tell me to die, and I'll be like, fair enough, but if you tell me I'm not funny, I'll be like, oh my God, like a cat, meow, very on brand. I'll be like, no, and then, clock you upside the head. But I'm, like, super smart. I'm super funny. I think, I'm pretty enough. I mean, there's other people that, look similar to me, and they're getting in relationships, so I know it ain't that. I just think I'm a real catch. Should I go on The Bachelor? Or is it The Bachelorette? Can I say something? I don't know the difference. I really don't. I really don't know the difference between the two. And I tried watching it. I really did. People are going to hate me. I couldn't get into it. I really couldn't. It wasn't for me, but that's not to say that the show's bad, because if it was bad, then people wouldn't love it so much. But it just wasn't for me. I wasn't into it. But however, I will say this, if they invited me on, yeah, I'm there. I'm there, girl. I'm there. And honestly, it does freak me out, or I don't want to say freak me out. It doesn't make sense to me how it's like, people will search high and low, look everywhere for their whole life for the love of their life, the love of their life. But then suddenly you get on a TV show, you pile in a bunch of men, women, or whatever, and it's like, of course, and it's someone in there's like the love of your life. That's weird to me. I feel like you can't get that lucky, right? Not to say that you couldn't. I think there's couples that have been on there that are still married, but there's a reason why they usually don't stay together forever. It's because that wasn't the love of your life. Maybe I'm being a hater. I don't want to be a hater. I don't want to be a hater. I don't want to be a hater in 2025. I don't want to be a hater. So I think if the show doesn't necessarily make sense to me, and that's okay. Not everything has to make sense to me. See, another thing, you don't have to understand everything to have a good time. You do not have to understand the ways of the world to have a good time. I am never going to understand the independent and dependent variable. I am never going to know which is which. I'm never going to, if you ask me right now, what is the independent variable and what's the dependent, I'm going to tell you, I have no idea. And my whole entire high school career, every time I had to take a science class, that would be like the thing. And they're like, what's the independent variable? What's the dependent variable? I don't know. I don't even know what you're asking me. Independent variable. I know I'm independent. I'm an independent woman in this world. I don't know what the independent and dependent variable is. And when I was in my senior year of high school, I took AP psychology, and that was like, for some reason, a major plot point. And I just, Maria's going to see this, and she knows. Because I'd be taking a test and be like, Maria, literally, what is independent variable? And she'd be like, she'd say something, and you know me, I can't hear anything. So I'd be like, you're right. Heard nothing. So I just would fail, man. I do not know how I passed AP Psych with an A. That is like the story of my life. I do not know how I'm passing these classes, guys. When I was in high school, I would get an A in a class and be like, genuinely, how did I manage that? I think about that all the time because there's classes I really struggle with, and I'm like, how did I get out of that with an A? I graduated high school with a GPA of a 4.1 or like 4.2, and I could not tell you how. I really couldn't. I literally had to take chemistry, guys. I took chemistry. If you were to ask me one thing about chemistry, I would tell you I literally do not know. Gun to my head, the gun would go off. I do not know anything about chemistry. I don't know anything about science. I took 2 psychology classes, regular psychology and then AP psychology. I don't know what was happening. I do not understand science. And I'll tell you what else I don't understand. Math. Oh my God. I had to take geometry. That's a class. I literally do not know how I passed geometry with an A. I don't know how I could have even passed with a C. Like, I should have gotten F. My ear is so itchy. I feel like, what if I'm getting an ear infection? That's going to suck so bad. I don't know how I passed geometry. I really don't. Because geometry was genuinely, like, so bad. 0 out of 10, guys. I was so lost that it was comedic. But I will tell you this. I had to do geometry online, okay? Because it was my sophomore year of high school, and I was home because of COVID. And so I was taking geometry, and there was this other kid in my class, and he would go into the private messages of Zoom, and we would literally flirt with one another back and forth. And he'd be like, you're so funny. You should literally be a comedian. And I'd be like, I've been saying that. I've literally been saying that. Which, by the way, with that in your head right now, I was thinking, because I saw that comedy show the other night with my family, and it really gave me hope. I was like, it was a really good show. Like, everyone there, like the opener and the comedian, everyone did great. But I was like, I could do that. I think I could do that. Because I think I'm really funny. But, no, this kid, he would be like, what was his name? Not that I'm going to say it, but genuinely for my own sake, what was his name? Oh, I remember. It doesn't matter, though. We would literally flirt back and forth with each other, and I was literally like, oh my God, he wants me bad. He literally wants me bad. I found out later he had a girlfriend. I was like, what? Am I chopped liver to you? You screwed us both over. Maybe they weren't dating at the time, now that I'm thinking about it. But when I found out that he had a girlfriend, I was like, wow. I don't know, I just felt so cheap. He never asked me out, but I really thought that he was interested, but he never asked me out, so I guess he wasn't. I guess he just was trying to be a flirt. I don't know. But his deep, dark spell worked on me. I thought I had him whipped. No, he was using me. Haha, he wanted attention from me, actually, and he got it. So, it's whatever. But, yeah. I don't know how I passed geometry. Oh, well. I remember I had to do, like, tutoring. I had to be tutored. Crazy. But, in the end, I got out with an A. Because I'm super smart and dedicated to the craft of school. So that's all I have to talk about in this episode. I feel like I haven't been sitting here that long, but I've been recording for 50 minutes. So I really don't know. Welcome to 60 minutes. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do love you guys. I always end it with like, I love you guys so much. But I do. I love you guys so much. This has been The Buzz with Beth. I have been your host, Bethany Haven. And I know you're looking at me and you're thinking, God, she's gorgeous. I'm thinking the same thing too. I love you guys. Bye. I kind of hit that note.